A few weeks ago, just before the new year and before the December stats were out, I put out some of my Miami luxury real estate market predictions for 2025, as well as some of the things I got wrong in my 2024 predictions. And now I'm here to take you on a bit of a deeper dive as we analyze together the actual data from the end of last year, which just dropped, as well as all of the 2024 stats altogether. I'll also speak a little bit about what the stats are not showing and what to watch out for in the coming months based on what we're seeing on the ground. I'm Sep Niakan, founder of Blackbook Properties and CondoBlackbook.com. Welcome back to another market update. As always, we're going to cover sales, prices, inventory, and what these indicators mean for the months ahead. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our weekly updates on all things Miami real estate. The latest numbers for Miami's luxury condo market in Q4 2024 and all of 2024 are in, and they're telling a very interesting story. While some areas continue to show growth, others hint at stabilization and even a little bit of a cool down. But what does this mean for you? First, let's talk about sales. In Q4 2024, Miami's million and up condo market closed 343 sales, up 6.5% from Q3 and an impressive almost 18% increase from Q4 2023. This marks a pretty strong year-over-year growth, even as we seem to be transitioning into a slower sales cycle. Comparing the entire year, there were 1,486 sales in 2024 versus 1,462 in 2023, so pretty close. This uptick highlights the enduring demand for Miami's million and up luxury condos, despite the national market trends pointing to a broader slowdown nationally. The biggest story for last year, and really 2 years, has been prices. Prices have continued to go up and up, with some people now asking, when will they come down? As we've been sharing with you, we just don't see prices in general dropping significantly anytime soon. And the data supports this so far. But there are some cracks in the market for sure that the stats don't quite show yet. A little more on that later. The median sale price for million and up condos in Q4 2024 was $1.7 million, holding steady with a slight 0.6% year-over-year increase. And on an annual basis, the median sales price increased 4.6% from about $1.67 million. On a price per square foot basis, the storyline is pretty similar, with a modest 3.1% increase or $980 per square foot, comparing fourth quarter of 2024 to Q4 2023. Sorry, I'm going through puberty. And let's do that again. And the total year-over-year numbers are pretty similar, with a 3.5% increase. This steady growth in price per square foot shows Miami's continued appeal to high-end buyers, even as some segments stabilize. Neighborhoods like Coconut Grove and Coral Gables have especially seen notable gains, further solidifying their desirability. Days on market is another key indicator of market health. It reflects how many days a property is on the market before it sells. And you should know, luxury product tends to sit a little longer on the market in general compared to mid-market and lower-end products. With all the hype about the market tanking, it was interesting to see that in fact in Q4 2024, million and up condos averaged 71 days on the market, almost a week less on the market than the 77 days in Q3 2024. However, a little bit higher than Q4 2023 when it was median days on market were 64. So there has been a little bit uptick of median days on market, and that is a small indicator of a changing market. Months of inventory is another important indicator of the health of the market. It's basically a factor of how many units are on the market now and what has been the sales velocity over the past few months. You divide them together and you get this magic number, months of inventory. You can tell using this if we are in a more of a buyer's market, a balanced market, or a seller's market. I've been noting for several quarters now that we are pretty clearly in a buyer's market territory. We're seeing months of inventory increase as more sellers enter the market and as buyers are a little more hesitant and the sales velocity is not as fast as maybe sellers would like. So what are we seeing in terms of those numbers? For reference, a balanced market has somewhere between 9 to 12 months of inventory here in South Florida. It's different in other places. Q4 closed the year at 21 months of inventory, placing us firmly in a buyer's market. This is up from about 14 months of inventory we saw in the middle of 2024 and about 16 months of inventory we saw the same time last year in Q4. Annually, 2024's monthly inventory stood at 17.6 months compared to 14.6 months in all of 2023. Again, a leading indicator that the market has softened. For buyers, this higher months of inventory means more options and more negotiating room. For sellers, it means maybe being more flexible, a little more patient, or having a very special product that stands out where you can potentially still get your premium. All that said, it's pretty common that months of inventory climbs as we head toward the end of the year, and then we typically see it drop as we get into the second quarter and even third quarter of the year. So we'll keep an eye on that to see how the trends play out this year. We've gone over some of our specific trends and predictions for 2025 in some of our other videos recently, so check those out. But to recap a bit, here are some basic trends we're seeing and watching. We're going to see continued stability, more availability, and some price declines as well. After years of rapid appreciation and some months of a very tight and competitive market, the market is settling into a more predictable, yet pretty diversified market depending on the product, with definite pockets of softness. We're likely to see some modest price declines in certain submarkets, especially buildings built before 2010, and even potentially more so in buildings 25 years and older. On another note, the $2 million and up price point, which really is becoming the minimum threshold for true luxury now as the top 5% of the market, it's starting to dance to its own rhythm, and I'll be reporting on that soon as well. Meanwhile, investor product is establishing its own submarket and seeing a little pricing pressure as its costs have increased, but rents and revenues have not followed suit. And certain neighborhoods like Coconut Grove are really in high demand and commanding high prices with low inventory. So again, it's all about pockets and locations and price points that mix together to determine where we are sitting in the market. So if you're not sure and you're looking for something in particular or looking to sell something in particular, please reach out to us and we'll help you with it. We're also going to be seeing continued demand because South Florida is still very attractive, but buyers are going to be more hesitant. Even with more inventory hitting the market, Miami's appeal from tax advantages to lifestyle perks remains a significant draw for both domestic and international buyers, and we expect this buyer interest to remain very strong. Interest rates, higher association fees, and condo owning costs in general, and really unfavorable media as well about Miami condos is causing more buyer hesitation than usual, and buyers are asking a lot more questions than before, which is healthy. Now let's talk about luxury pre-construction properties. New pre-construction projects continue to hit the market, offering excellent opportunities for those that look to secure brand new premium luxury and ultra luxury properties, mostly with very large floor plans designed for end users, which are primary homeowners and second homeowners. And they are typically, of course, in Miami's most sought after neighborhoods, many of them on the water. So closing out, overall, Miami's $1 million plus condo market closed out 2024 on a pretty good note when you look around the country and compare. Growth is becoming more measured and certain pockets are even demonstrating price drops, even if the stats have not quite demonstrated it. We're seeing it on the ground when you're comparing apples to apples, specific condo buildings, condo units, and so on. So whether you're buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on the market, 2025 promises to be another dynamic year for Miami real estate. It's more important than ever to reach out to professionals that have a pulse on the market and can really drill down on the part of the market that interests you the most to help ensure you make the right decision. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We want to hear from you. It helps us to figure out what videos to put out next to help answer your questions. Or even better, if you have specific questions, please give us a call and we'll have a private conversation. Thanks for watching and see you next time.